using our table method and be a little bit more specific. So let's just take the example 2x minus 3y equals 6. Now previously I did mention that 1, you should choose at least 3 numbers when you're doing the table method. I like to use zeros, but it's also a good habit to try to choose 1 positive and 1 negative. And I also mentioned try not to pick big numbers. But one of my favorite ways to graph is by always choosing 0. And whenever you choose x and y to be 0, you're looking for something very specific. Something that we call the x-intercept and the y-intercept. The x-intercept is the point on your line that crosses the x-axis specifically. The y-intercept is the point on your line that crosses the y-axis. So what I want to emphasize is that by choosing 0, you're specifically finding the x and the y intercept. Now obviously there's 2, so that means I have to choose 0 twice. The first time you make x 0, and the second time you make y 0. Okay, so again, looking at the equation above, you have 2x minus 3y equals 6. The first time, let's make x 0. So I have 2 times 0 minus 3y equals 6. That cancels. I'm left with negative 3y equals 6. To get y by itself, you're going to divide by negative 3. So you have y equals negative 2. So my first point is x is 0 and y is negative 2. And let's do it again, but this time let's make y 0 and see what we get. Again, anything times 0 cancels, so I have 2x equals 6. To get x by itself, you have to divide by 2, so I get x equals 3. So we have 2 very specific points here. Let's look at it on the graph. The first point is x is 0 and y is negative 2. So this lands on the y-axis, which means that this point is your y-intercept. Okay, so this is your y-intercept. For the second point, I have x is 3 and y is 0. So I'm not going to go up and down. This time I'm on the x-axis, so this is my x-intercept. So I want you to just notice a pattern. When you're looking for your y-intercept, you make x 0. When you're looking for your x-intercept, you make y 0. It's like the opposite. So you have to know the difference. Are you looking for your x-intercept, which lands on the x-axis, or are you looking for your y-intercept, which lands on the y-axis? Let's do another example. Let's do 3x equals negative 5y plus 8. And again, we're only looking for intercepts, so we're only going to do this twice. We're going to do it once when x is 0 and once when y is 0. So let's do the first one. 3x equals negative 5y plus 8. I'm going to make x 0. So I get 0 equals negative 5y plus 8. To get y by itself, I'm going to take away 8. So I get negative 8 equals negative 5y. And to get y by itself, I'm going to divide by negative 5. So I get y equals, and a negative divided by a negative is a positive, 8 over 5. And again, for graphing purposes, let's change this to a mixed number. So I'm going to get 1 and 3 over 5. So when x is 0, y is 1 and 3/5. I'm going to do this one more time. but this time I'm going to make y 0. So let's get 3x equals negative 5y plus 8. Y is going to be 0. So I'm going to plug in 0 here. That cancels. So I get 3x equals 8. And to get x by itself, I'm going to divide by 3. So I get x equals 8 over 3. But again, for graphing purposes, let's make it a mixed number. 3 goes into 8 2 whole times with a remainder of 2 divided by 3. So when y is 0, x is 2 and 2/3. So let's just graph this. And again, since I'm graphing intercepts, I should have 2 points. And 1 point should land on the x-axis and 1 point should land on the y-axis. So x is 0 and y is 1 3/5. So y means if this is 1 and this is 2, 1 3/5 is somewhere in the middle. So this is my y-intercept. And the second point, x is 2 2/3. So I have 1, 2, and 3. 2 2/3 must be somewhere in the middle. And since y is 0, this is my x-intercept. And of course, I am drawing a line, so we can go ahead and connect the dots. Let's just do this one more time. Y equals negative 3x plus 6. Again, I'm only looking for the x and the y-intercepts, so I'm going to make x 0 the first time and y 0 the second time. It really doesn't matter which one you do first. So my equation, I'm going to work it out twice. The first time, x is going to be 0. As you can see, the negative 3 cancels, so y is 6. So my first point is x is 0, y is 6. And then the second time, I'm going to plug in y is 0. So this time I have 0 equals negative 3x plus 6. To get x by itself, I need to move the 6 to the other side. So I get negative 6 equals negative 3x. To get x by itself, I'm going to divide by negative 3. X equals a positive 2. So when y is 0, x is 2. And again, graphing it using the intercepts means I should have 1 point on the x-axis and 1 point on the y. The first point says x is 0 and y is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice that when x is 0, I'm finding the y-intercept. The second point, x is 2 and y is 0. Notice again, when y is 0, that is the x-intercept.